I got up the hill yesterday. That's the first thing. I cut the grass. So I'm looking at the things that were positives, you know. Was it a productive day? I don't know. I didn't film anything. But I'm not going to dwell on that. What I'm going to dwell on is the fact that I came in from cutting the grass, knowing that I'm doing a 30-day challenge to get up the hill of beans, and then I was like, oh, I don't know, I've just cut the grass. Maybe I don't need to go. You know, and I went through the tribunal. But then I went up anyway. And it was good. I actually filmed something from the top. I don't know if I'll put it out. In fact, I probably won't because it was windy and I just did it on my phone. I'm feeling good today. Feeling alright. Started writing already. I had to do that. I normally film first then write, simply so that I can upload the film while I'm writing, you know. Economies of efficiency or whatever it's called. But Clover was still in the garden, so I started writing. And what's coming out now is the Stoics. I knew about Stoicism a little bit. In fact, maybe I'll save this for the writing. I don't know if I want to give all this away here, but suffice it to say that I've just bought Ryan Holiday's book, The Obstacle is the Way, which I'm looking forward to. I'm nearly finished the couple of books I'm reading right now, so A Moscow Gentleman, which is fantastic. Was it A Gentleman in Moscow, I think it's called. It's one of the best books I've read, it's so good. And I'm also reading one about Putin, which I can put aside. It's on my Kindle. That's kind of a travelling book, or a sitting in the bog book when I try and stay off Twitter and Instagram. Although the Discord has taken up some of my time from the community garden radio. Yeah, I'm going to read The Obstacle is the Way. I'm going to follow more of Ryan Holiday's content. I've downloaded his app, or not his app, his podcast, which is a daily podcast where he puts out a Stoic thing. And so far, I read a little bit in bed this morning when I got up. It's interesting because one of the things it said was something about not lying in your warm bed and getting up to face the day, because that's what we were built to do. As I'm lying there in my warm bed thinking, oh, this is really nice. But I kind of push back on that a wee bit. I try and take that moment in the morning of the warm bed and be mindful of it, be grateful for it. You know, it's like, this is a nice moment. So I'm going to continue with that. As I say, I haven't really read much of the Stoics yet, so maybe that'll change, I don't know. Marcus Aurelius seems to be the guy. He wrote the book called Meditations. Well, he didn't write the book called. He wrote his Meditations, just as I write my... Well, I'm not comparing what I write to what he wrote, obviously, but he wrote them as personal journal entries, which then became a book, you know. After his death, I would imagine. Did they have books in those days? Don't know. I think it's going to help me. I think it's going to be a useful thing for me to read. So I imagine you'll be hearing a wee bit about it as I go through that stuff. Right here on Quoth the Camser, or whatever this is called. So I'm going to go and do my writing, drink my coffee, and then get out to the dentist. I haven't been to the dentist in over 2 years. So it's time. That's another thing to be grateful for, is that I get to go to the dentist and I get to pick up my free medication today. Chemist was closed yesterday when I went by at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Shuts at 2:30 on a Wednesday. Who knew that? So have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.